Hey everyone, welcome back to my second episode of my podcast From Darkness to Light. Today, I wanted to talk about the shock of isolation. When isolation hit, I thought it was a punishment. I thought, oh no, God, how much more do I have to endure? I've just lost my job, actually. My business has failed, and now this. I thought God was against me. I was in a terrible place. Phone stopped ringing. I was not getting any clients. My body was in a terrible state. I had insomnia. All I would do was scroll on my phone and look to LinkedIn for validation. It felt like I had been plucked from my life and locked in my house with the door shut. In that moment, there were so many things in my mind. I could hear the loop of many voices, and I would notice some voices were louder than others. I even termed one of the voices Martha, the controller. There was the critic, there was the people pleaser, and the one who would always whisper that I'm going to fail. I was overwhelmed. I didn't know who I was listening to anymore. I felt conflicted. I felt like I was going crazy. But when the noise died down, I heard something else. A quiet, loving voice. And then there was another voice, a little child's voice, an angry, sad, unheard, and unseen voice. But the voice that was gentle, I thought it was God. It was encouraging. And I felt loved by that voice. And I realized, no, God wasn't here to isolate me, to punish me. Isolation introduced me to two voices that mattered the most. God's voice inside of me, my little girl's voice. And I see I wasn't failing. I was just being aligned. I wish I'd done things differently, and if I could. So if you are listening to this and you feel forgotten and you think isolation is there as a punishment, it's not. Maybe it's protection. Maybe you are finally about to hear the truth of who you truly are. For me, what I wish I had done differently, if I could go back to the beginning when I felt isolated, I would have prayed differently. I would have said, God, I know this is you. Please provide for me while I discover myself. But even then, even in my fear, even in my anxiety, I was provided for. I didn't have a job, I didn't have a business. I was provided for. And it reminded me of this Lord's Prayer. Give us this our daily bread. I'm going to do something. I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to sing it. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for what trespasses. I'm going to stop there. That's the prayer I should have given. I should have stated in my isolation. And I'll tell you something. When we pray daily, and I heard this, God does give us our daily bread. And God will be there throughout the isolation. But the fear was whispering louder than I could hear God's voice sometimes. I know you're thinking, oh no, I can't do this. But I have done it. And I can tell you, it's not easy. But when you know it's all being done in the name of God, you will understand afterwards why it has to happen. Isolation was the cocoon. It was the dark. It was lonely. But it's where I became the woman I was born to be. If I could do this again, I wouldn't fight so hard. I would trust. I would let go. I would let God. Because now I know all is well. Even when it doesn't feel like it, especially in the silence, especially in the isolation, especially when you feel like you've been left alone, all is well. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for tuning in to the second podcast. And if you are going through that isolation, know all is well.